Do you ever catch yourself thinking about expenses in a sense that I'm spending so much, or this is going to cost me a lot, I'm not keeping much? And so maybe you categorize your expenses in your mind like this, big versus little, that over a certain amount, you have to really think about what you're spending. Or sometimes in these big versus little decisions, there may be a dollar amount that once you spend over that amount, you really have to think about it. And so I often think, or maybe another perspective on this, is sometimes these big decisions, we're really thinking, how much do I keep? And so this isn't how much in these little ones, how much do I spend? So think about the difference in that perspective here. How much do I keep versus how much do I spend? I'm going to list a couple of different types of expenses, and hopefully you'll start to see that the way we view them makes a really big difference on how we feel about spending that money. So how much do I keep? Let's think about something like this. Think about, for example, your taxes. When you're doing your tax return every year, you probably have questions like, is there more that I can save? Are there more deductions that I can take? More things I can itemize so that I can pay less or I can keep more? And so this is a big expense. Typically, we see it as a big expense. And so that's where this falls into a category of how much do I keep or can I keep? And then how much do I spend? Something like groceries, for example. So probably very often when you go to the grocery store, you think, how much am I spending on this item versus if I get this item because I save $1 more, something like that. So this is how much do I spend. Another could be clothing. Often these are smaller items. And so this is, you think about it and how much do I spend? How much money is going out? Another area like how much you're keeping could be savings. So in order to look at this one, how much am I keeping? Maybe you'll think, okay, if I spend less, I can keep more. It's really important to have this type of a perspective, this big versus little, or how much can I keep or do I keep versus how much am I spending? Because sometimes these big expenses that we have are so important because they're helping you to keep your finances in order. They're helping you to protect your finances or pay these big chunks of things that you have, like savings, for something down the road. And so this change in mindset may help you to see how you're spending versus how much you're keeping. And think about it maybe in this way: when you go to the store and you see a sale where you have to spend a little bit more than you were planning to just to save some on something you weren't even planning to spend, it's that kind of a mindset. How much am I keeping by what I'm spending? So think about it, maybe change your perspective, because in the end it could really help your overall plan.